So it's been a while, and it's mostly because I don't want to say it, but you really do fall off the wagon sometimes when your mind isn't in it. But luckily, today I made a decision. I was like, I need to reduce my screen time and I need to do something else because my reading was falling behind. This is Johnny. That's my cat. And the last 2 chapters, surprisingly, I pick up this book, or I usually pick up a book, and it really defines where my life is, like what are the challenges I'm having at that moment, and it really like tackles it, because every other time I've picked up a book on self-help, it clearly outlined what kind of rut I'm in. So the last 2-3 chapters on this were about prioritizing your health, and something I realized is when I'm stressed, it could be work issues, it could be family issues, it could be friend issues. When I'm stressed, I kind of mentally shut down, and I think that's a given for everyone, but I mentally shut down and I go into things that alleviate all of it. So I go into TV shows, I go into just TV shows, because there's so much content that you just like kind of shut down your thought process. And I've been doing that for the last 3 days, just binging. And I've been going to sleep. Normally I go to sleep at 11 o'clock. I've been going to sleep at like 1. It's only a few hours difference, but it makes the method like it's a big thing because it changes your sleep schedule completely. And I've been waking up at the same time, so I'm so groggy. My brain fog has just, it's ridiculous. Like the brain fog is real. And one thing that I read in the book is, wait, it was right here. It was about sleep. It was, you won't be 100% if you don't sleep, because your body physically like requires the stress, like the rest. And wow. And a lot of the time, like, I let this go because I wasn't in a mental position to be reading. But I don't know if I can say the quote on this, but pretty much it says, what you do when no one is watching you, what your habits are, what your activities are, and how you behave in private is so much more telling than the things that you do in front of other people, because obviously people do things for other people to see and to keep up who you are. But when you are in private, you are dictating your own terms. This is who you are truly. And the one key thing I will say is, like, they are demons. Like, these are your bad habits and that you keep letting come back in. They are your demons, and if you let them in often enough, like just that one thought, they'll take over. Because every day that you say, no, I'll just change it, this is just for one day, this is just for one day, this is just for today, it keeps taking over. And I'm trying so much to not let those bad habits come into my life, because I know I have a goal in my mind and I have a direction that I'm heading in, and I want to be the best version of myself. So to create an environment for myself, I have to take care of my health, which is the sleep part of it, and I have to put into action, like when I'm alone, obviously, because I spend a lot of time alone. I have to be able to really get my things together. And another thing is, I'm trying to do too much at once. I'm trying to start a business, I'm trying to help at work, I'm trying to apply for a new job, I'm trying to stay healthy, I'm trying to eat well, I'm trying to do fitness, I'm trying to read, I'm trying to reduce screen time. There's a lot. Like, I think it's a lot. Mentally, I'm struggling because externally there's no positive stimulation for me at this current moment. So everything I'm doing to make my life positive is coming from within me. I need to make myself better to because outside not great, but inside I need to be great. So what it says is you need to be able to like reduce the restrictions on yourself. You need to put yourself in a position where it's okay to take one or two habits and then really make the use of it, because when you try to take on too many things at once, there's a chance that it's not going to work because you are expecting too much. And apparently willpower diminishes when you try to exhaust it by trying too many things at once. So I'm trying to now take it one step at a time. So I am going to try to be active at least 3 days a week with my Pilates. I didn't make it last week because work was pretty hectic, but I'm trying to do 3 days a week. So I will be doing it Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Those are my 3 days that I'm going to be active. And I'm going to finish the remainder of this chapter, like this section. So this by, I don't know if I'll be able to finish it by next week. There's a lot. So I'm going to try my best to at least, get through the first 2 chapters. I'm going to set that goal for myself. But I do want to finish this book this month. That's my goal. This book this month. So, but I don't want to put too many things on myself because it's not easy to live up to those expectations out of nowhere. I want to have steady goals that I can reach, that are attainable, because if I put too many goals that I can't physically achieve or mentally achieve, I'm going to demotivate myself, and I don't want to do that. So I'm going to take it step by step, give myself the room to make mistakes and grow, and I'm going to finish one thing at a time or 2 things at a time, and I'm going to start one thing at a time. But so far the book is an easy read. There's a lot of stuff you can take away in terms of routine, habits, lifestyle, health, how you talk to yourself, understanding that there's chances of you falling short, and which is okay. So that's obviously Stephen Bartlett's The Diary of a CEO, and more than anything about being a CEO, he's telling you how to be a human being. And I think that's quite important because a lot of us forget that we are still alive and we are still people, and you need to take it step by step.